o'clock at KMPC. Let's check in now with Bob Steinbrink. Bob, as it turns out, this strike of cartoonists is not a laughing matter, is it?
It isn't a laughing matter, but I'll tell you something else that isn't funny. The story is sitting on my desk. So I'll get to that.
Oh, that's terrific.
In just a moment. The story of the Hollywood cartoonist strike and an interesting labor action by the auto workers planned starting tomorrow. In the meantime, President Carter designated Vice President Mondale as responsible for sorting out the complicated and controversial Mideast policy situation. Israel charges the U.S. is tilting toward the Palestinians in proposing a modified UN resolution on Palestinian independence. A further complication, a report that Ambassador Strauss, who just presented the proposed resolution to leaders of Egypt and Israel, they rejected it, doesn't like the resolution much himself. The lights went out in Montreal for a while today, just after a heavy rainstorm. The outage lasted less than an hour. Heavy rain hit several areas of the Midwest and eastern United States. New York City has a different heavy problem, bank robberies. There were 10 today alone. The police commission in Gotham called a news conference to announce a crackdown on bank jobs. As the news conference was in progress, there was another bank stick-up. This is KMPC News.
Your dollar goes a long, long way with Chevrolet. A long, long way with Chevrolet.
The sale of Chevy's Best rolls on, but for a very, very limited time. You can still make your dollar go an even longer way at your Chevy dealers, because the sale on Chevy's Best has just been extended, and that means your chance to get in on the sale that's put thousands of people into their favorite Chevrolets. So the sale on Chevy's Best rolls on, with special factory incentives to Chevy dealers that make possible savings to you of hundreds of dollars on Caprice and Impala, Monte Carlo, plus tough Chevy pickups, vans, El Caminos, and Blazers, plus special incentives on four-wheel drive Chevy pickups and Blazers. The sale on Chevy's Best. Your chance to save hundreds of dollars at your Chevy dealers now. See them today, but hurry, time is running out.
Your dollar goes a long, long way with Chevrolet.
In the dark, they are watching, they are waiting. They are the Wolfen, dangerous and deadly creatures of amazing intelligence who gather unseen on the deserted city streets, ready to stalk their victims. The inescapable terror of the Wolfen can only be stopped by one man and one woman, cops trained to risk their lives. The Wolfen, a novel by Whitley Strieber. The most frightening reading experience since the Amityville Horror. Now a Bantam paperback. Be warned, the Wolfen are here.
Hollywood artists and animators continue their strike against three major studios which produce cartoons. KMPC reporter Alex Payne asked union spokesman Bud Hester where they are in the negotiation.
The status, as far as we're concerned, is still very strong. Our members are out there really hanging in. Very, very strong against the producers.
Have you had any contact with management?
As negotiations, no, but as talks, yes. We have had talks.
And have they progressed or what?
Yeah, I think basically there is a format that's being laid down that is livable with both people.
Then how soon do you expect this to end?
I have no idea. I'm willing to end it as soon as they're willing to come around to the agreement.
The United Auto Workers Union is taking a novel tactic and trying to get Congress to act on energy. Bill Silberg has details in Detroit.
The United Auto Workers Union is pressing its members to stop work briefly to sign postcards urging action on the nation's energy problems. Union officials say the unprecedented labor protest would be most effective if workers, in the UAW's words, lay down their tools and pick up their pens on company time. It's estimated the action would shut down assembly lines for no more than 6 minutes. Local unions have the option of scheduling the protest, however. Spokesman for the nation's big three automakers, who employ about half of the UAW's 1.5 million members, say any work stoppage would be considered a contract violation. That could mean docking workers' pay for time off the job. The UAW says the auto companies would be wise to support the protest, since a comprehensive energy policy would be advantageous to the auto industry.
Federal agents say they have broken up a Southern California-based heroin ring that in the past 3 years has earned more than $31 million in illicit profits. They say the ring is originated in Mexico. Dow Jones Industrials down 0.5 point. Industrials hit a 1979 high today, trading 39 million shares. KMPC Sports reports in baseball. Back-to-back home runs by Ron Cey and Dusty Baker powered Don Sutton and the Dodgers to a 4-2 victory over the Chicago Cubs. Sutton allowed 6 hits and struck out 6 batters to become the 15th Major League pitcher to reach 2,500 career strikeouts. The Angels, with a 4-game lead, host Cleveland tonight at the Big A. Pro football, the Rams waived Anthony Davis, Rod Phillips, Jackie Wallace, Dwight Scales, Dave Morton, and Bill Dunston, reducing their squad to the required 50 players. They put fullback John Capoletti and Jeff Delaney on the injured reserve list. The Pittsburgh Steelers released Roy Girella, their all-time scoring leader, and traded Tony Dungy to San Francisco for an undisclosed draft choice. KMPC Air Watch weather forecast, fair through Thursday except late night and morning low clouds. The low in the low 60s, the high in the low 80s, unhealthful air quality in the metropolitan area and the inland valleys at 78 in Hollywood. That's KMPC News. This is Steinbrink. Now here's Gary.
If you change your mind, take a chance on the first in line. Take a chance, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance, take a chance on me. Take a chance, if you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. Take a chance, if you got no place to go when you're feeling down. If you're all alone, when the pretty birds have flown, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Gonna do my very best, but it ain't no lie. If you put me to the test, if you let me try, take a chance on me. That's all I ask. Take a chance on me. We can go walking, as long as we're together. Listen to some music, maybe just talking. Get to know better. You know I've got so much that I wanna do. When I dream I'm alone with you, it's me. You want me to leave it there, afraid of a love affair, but I think you know that I can't let go. If you change your mind on the first line, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got no place to go when you're feeling down. If you're all alone, when the pretty birds have flown, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Gonna do my very best, and it ain't no lie. If you put me to the test, if you let me try, take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. Oh, you can take your time, baby. I'm in no hurry. I'm gonna get you. You don't wanna hurt me, baby, don't worry. I ain't gonna let you. Let me tell you now, my love is strong enough to last when things are rough. It's me. You say that I waste my time, but I can't get you off my mind. Oh, I can't let go. 'Cause I love you so. If you change your mind on the first line, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got no place to go when you're feeling down. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Gonna do my very best, baby, can't you see? Gotta put me to the test. Take a chance on me.
Oh, that was me singing along with ABBA and Take a Chance on Me, ABBA and ABBA-AA from KMPC. Hello and hi and welcome to the Gary Owens Show. Engineer Bud Stalker's with me, nurgling at the turntables, and we have some program planned today. Now, you know what Bob Rowe has promised us for about a week now. He says tonight between 6 o'clock on the Gary Owens program, the toughest, the most amazing trivia sports quiz we've ever had on KMPC, and it does pertain to the Angels. So check into your Angel memorabilia file and get ready.
Hey, how do you like your Datsun pickup, Rocky Hendricks?
Best investment I ever made.
Put your money in the bank, not in the tank. Buy a Datsun.
I've got a number of friends that have large trucks, and boy, they're just spending bucks and bucks and bucks in gas, and I just whistle along, and it costs me almost nil.
That sounds familiar, Rocky. EPA estimates 1979 Datsun pickups at 21 mpg. A figure to use for comparison. Your mileage may differ.
I've never had any automobile, truck or car that's ever given me that many miles of service with that few repair bills and upkeep. It's just been super. It is the best piece of transportation I've ever owned. Other than putting money in the bank, it's the best investment I ever made.
Put your money in the bank, not in the tank. Buy a Datsun, we are
Boom. See the Datsun 280ZX pace the California 500 Ontario Motor Speedway September 2nd. Here's something very special just for auto racing fans. It's the day of the big race, the California 500, Sunday, September 2nd at the beautiful Ontario Speedway, and you are there. You're sitting in a choice seat where you can catch the thrilling action as the 200-mile-an-hour cars come out of turn 4 and accelerate with a mighty roar as they head down the straightaway toward the start-finish line. Now, it's not a pipe dream. No, sir, you can be there, and you will be there if you take advantage of this exceptional free offer. Auto racing great Andy Granatelli will be giving away free $15 concourse tickets to the California 500 to every customer who gets a tune-up at one of his tune-up master shops this week. Home of the famous Performance Package Tune-Up, where you never pay over the advertised price. Now, this is your big chance to see the California 500, including all the exciting racing action and a special feature demonstration run of Andy Granatelli's famous Indy turbine car. Free tickets are available only while they last, or until August 31st, whichever occurs first. So come on in now to Tune-Up Masters. 78 degrees in the Gary Owens Show right now, and don't miss the annual Fan Appreciation Day at Anaheim Stadium. The date is Sunday, September 23rd. The last Sunday, by the way, of the year on the regular Angels home schedule. It's also the last visit by the always tough and dreaded Texas Rangers. There'll be a gift for everyone, a full-color team photo, courtesy of Hansel and Gretel Shops. Fan Appreciation Day, Sunday, September 23rd. Be sure to be there. The Angels and the Texas Rangers. Game starts at 1 p.m. From the Gary Owens Show, back to music. 78 degrees with Eddie Rabbit. Suspicions. And that's what I call Ball in the Jack. Somewhat rhythmic program so far today.
I'm so glad that I met you, baby. And I'm so proud when we walk down the street. And I know it's crazy to worry like I do. But I get this feeling that I'm losing you. I get this suspicion, even though I know that you love me, baby, and I really shouldn't feel this way. Suspicion, I can't help it, you're just so good. I'm afraid somebody's gonna steal you away from me. When I go out to a party with you, you always turn every head in the room. And I just know what's on every man's mind. I try to fight it, but it gets me sometimes. I get the suspicion, even though I know that you love me, baby. you get in your eyes when you makes me hate myself for what I'm thinking of. I get deep suspicion, even though I know that you love me, baby, and I really shouldn't feel this way. Suspicion, I can't help it, you're just so good. I'm afraid somebody's gonna steal you away. Suspicion, even though I know that you love me, baby, and I really shouldn't feel this way. Suspicion, I can't help it, you're just so good. I'm afraid somebody's gonna steal you away.
Eddie Rabbit, the adventures of all of his suspicions. Now, let's remember when he gave his girl that birthday present and she went all to pieces. It was a time bomb. From KMPC at 76 degrees, 16 minutes past 3 o'clock, Steve Arvin is standing by right now. Steve is going to do his review of Rich Kids right now, so he has his Rich Toddler's uniform on that he wears every day at this time.
Rich Kids doesn't really describe the two youngsters in the picture, but they are financially comfortable and want for nothing except a stable family life. The film is about the deterioration of marriage in the family, seen from the point of view of a pair of precocious preteens. Trini Alvarado and Jeremy Levy play Franny and Jamie as affecting, bright, confused, and vulnerable young people, undeserving of having to survive such instability en route to maturity. They live in uptown Manhattan. Jamie's parents are divorced, and he lives with his swinging, commercial-producing father in an apartment that looks like an oriental massage parlor. Pop usually has a stewardess until when he's around. Franny's father doesn't live at home, but he sneaks in every morning to give the appearance of normalcy so his daughter won't be disturbed. Franny's been aware of that for a long time. Between the overprotection of the one and the introduction of the joys of sex workshop for the other, the film ends as it must, in parental emulation. And we're left to ponder the importance of holding a marriage intact for the kid's sake, as the saying goes. Rich Kids is rich in thoughtfulness as well as substance, with well-developed laugh lines to go with its basic relevance. The modern-day dilemma is treated neither lightly nor portentously, and we think Rich Kids is worth a B. Steve Arvin, KMPC Entertainment.
All right, Steve, thank you. From KMPC, don't step in the cow sills, whatever you do.
I saw her sitting in the rain, raindrops falling on her. She didn't seem to care. She sat there and smiled at me. Then I knew she could make me happy. She could make me happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. Oh, I don't know just why. She simply caught my eye. She seemed so sweet and kind. She crept into my mind. I knew I had to say hello. She smiled up at me. She took my hand and we walked through the park alone. And I knew she had made me happy. She had made me happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. Oh, I don't know just why. She simply caught my eye. She seemed so sweet and kind. She crept into my mind. Suddenly the sun broke through. See the sun. I turned around, she was gone. Where did she go? All I had left was one little flower in my hand. But I knew she had made me happy. She had flowers in her hair.
windowsills and the rain, the park, and other things. Thank you very much. There's one of the other things there. Wanted to make that into a movie, but they couldn't get a marquee long enough to show it. It's 78 degrees in Hollywood right now. 21 minutes past 3 at KMPC.
Have you been to an Alfie's lately?
What's cooking at Alfie's? How about a juicy top sirloin steak, marinated in a tangy Polynesian-style teriyaki sauce, complete with baked potato or rice pilaf, grilled pineapple, and a salad, all for only $3.99. Alfie's Teriyaki Steak Dinner, a steal of a meal at just $3.99.
Have you been to an Alfie's restaurant?
Come on in.
Lately?
78 degrees, Los Angeles, on the Gary Owens Show. Lights, action, cartridge machine.
Just 3 days until the Big 5 Sporting Goods Spectacular Warehouse Ski Sale. Over $6 million in ski merchandise, reduced up to 80%. Ladies' white stag parkas, regularly $65, now just $29. $150 Munari Turbo Pro boots, only $65. Get Solomon 444 bindings for $39. Just $39. Be at the Big 5 Sporting Goods Warehouse Ski Sale Friday through Sunday, August 24th through the 26th, at the Great Western Exhibit Center, Santa Ana Freeway at Atlantic. 10 a.m.
KMPC Air Watch weather forecast. We'll have hazy sunshine today and tomorrow, some late night and early morning low clouds. Let me see. The high tomorrow will be in the low 80s after an overnight low in the mid-60s. The air quality will be again unhealthful in the metropolitan area and the inland valleys. El Monte right now 78 degrees. Beautiful downtown Burbank 85. Lomita 81.
Oh, yes, my little Lomita. You're only this old, and you've changed your name from Lolita to Lomita already.
Ooh, take that. Westminster 83, see me about 80, I'll call it 88 degrees. San Diego 78 from KMPC. You know, I really like to start off the Gary Owens Show today with a humorous anecdote just to get everybody in a good mood, but I don't know any.
We'll be shadows in the moonlight. Darling, I'll meet you at midnight. Hand in hand we'll go dancing through the Milky Way. And we'll find a little hideaway where we can love the whole night away.
American Gothic bib overalls this afternoon to turn John McElhaney on when he's up there in Airwatch a little bit later on. From KMPC at 76 degrees and the G.O. Show.
It's a Gary Owens double Krellman.
America. And today is the day. Congratulations. I'd like to present you with this right now. I don't know what it is.
Hold me close. You turn nighttime into day. And you're the most brightest star that lights my way. So come home to me now. 'Cause it won't matter anyhow. I've got this feeling that today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. Turn me out on this fine day. It's all about all the people like to play. So come home to me now. 'Cause it won't matter anyhow. I've got this feeling that today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. I've got this feeling that today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. Hold me close. You turn nighttime into day. And you're the most brightest star that lights my way. So come home to me now. It won't matter anyhow. I've got this feeling that today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day.
I've got this feeling that today is the day, indeed, the cheerfully malevolent America from KMPC from 1976. Somehow 76 must be serendipity because that's also the temperature in Hollywood right now.
Western's the way to fly. Come join us in the sky. We'll show you why. Western is the only way to fly.
Portland, Seattle, Tacoma, Vancouver. Only Western Airlines, the big red W, has non-stops to all three of these cities. And with Super Saver fares, you can save up to 40% off the regular coach fare. A midweek non-stop to Seattle, Tacoma is $152 round trip, including tax. A savings of $100. Certain restrictions apply, so see your travel agent. Then fly Western non-stop to Portland, Seattle, Tacoma, or Vancouver.
Show you why. Western is the only way to fly. Western's the way to fly. Come join us in the sky. We'll show you why. Western is the only way to fly.
Save. Do it today. 76 degrees. Let's check the latest KMPC Airwatch weather forecast. Brand new. We will have some late night and early morning low clouds burning off to hazy sunshine tomorrow afternoon. High tomorrow in the low 80s after an overnight low. In the mid-60s, the air quality will be unhealthful, so what else is new? In the metro area and the inland valleys. 78 degrees El Monte right now. Santa Monica 75, 85 in beautiful downtown Burbank. Lomita 81, Westminster 83, and Hollywood 76 degrees.
Terry Bradshaw, Super Bowl MVP, talks about the Steelers.
As tough as the Steelers were last year, now there's a Steeler even tougher.
Who?
The Steeler radios from Uniroyal.
Think they can help you get to the Super Bowl?
They can even help me get a ticket to the game.
How?
Just for going into my Uniroyal Steeler dealer, I can get an NFL handbook, plus up to $25 worth of discount coupons, and I can sign up to win one of 1,000 prizes.
Such as?
An all-expense-paid trip to the Super Bowl.
Going to sign up?
Heck yeah. See, one way or another, I want to be there.
The Steeler Radial Tire, only from Uniroyal. You want a tough tire at a price that's fair? You want Uniroyal there.
Open to licensed drivers only, the Steelers Radial is available at your Mark C. Bloom stores in the Southern California area and at reliable tire companies.
Gary Owens.
The new 1958 Foonmobile is available now in automobile showrooms everywhere. Yes, the manufacturers of the Foonmobile, America's strangest car, have waited this long in developing the many features of this fine automobile. You'll find in the new 1958 Foonmobile
a sun floor that enables you to get a beautiful tan while you drive upside down.
Bucket seats that fit your bucket no matter what size it is.
A fuel-injected AM radio and a tilt cigarette lighter.
a tailpipe on the inside of the car in case the payments get too much for you.
Veg-O-Matic transmission.
If you have a late model Rolls-Royce you'd like to trade in on a new 1958 Foonmobile, phone us now and we'll give you a quote.
Hi, I've got a late model Rolls-Royce I'd like to trade in on a new Foonmobile. Could you give me a quote?
Certainly. We have nothing to fear but fear itself.
Oh, boy, what a great quote. Hey, thanks a million. Bye.
Bye.
So order yours today, the new 1958 Foonmobile. Remember, we do not allow balloon payments because our boss, Shifty Foonman, does not sell balloons, only cars. Thank you. Serenading all the folks at the Sunset Boulevard home for the incurably hip at 76 degrees in Hollywood. That's Nicolette Larson on the Garish program at 24 minutes till 4.
Hey, fill her up, pal. I'm in a hurry.
That voice, you were in that old Cutlass commercial.
Yeah.
It's on your radio right now.
Terrific.
You'll love Cutlass from the...
Wait a minute. Hold it. What? You read the papers?
Yeah.
People today want mileage.
Your face really fell off when that announcer told you the old Cutlass V6 automatic gets better mileage than the Toyota Celica 4-cylinder automatic.
Don't forget the windows, pal.
18 EPA estimated miles per gallon in the city for the Cutlass V6 automatic, and only 17 for the Toyota Celica 4-cylinder automatic.
Oh, boy.
For comparison,
Your mileage may vary.
Yeah, you really swallowed your teeth when the announcer told you that there's 31 small cars that can't beat Cutlass mileage.
The window. Don't forget the window.
Of course, you're already driving an old Cutlass.
Right.
Brand new.
All right, hold it. Why don't I just turn up the radio and we can all sing together?
And as for Old's luxury...
Oh, boy. Nobody else
comes close, dear. Hey, you sing all right.
Thank you. 70, well, I didn't mean to do that to him, actually. 77 degrees in Hollywood. 23 minutes till 4 o'clock. Now let's go check on the Traffic Information Center, Don Reed. And Don, a little activity out at Anaheim Stadium last night, and our congratulations to all of you connected with KMPC's Airwatch.
Oh, thank you very much.
I understand
Gary.
that Glenn Craig, our old friend from the California Highway Patrol, head of the CHP for the state of California,
That's right.
presented a plaque?
Yes, it was a very lovely plaque, and it was for 20 years service to the motorists of Southern California on behalf of the California Highway Patrol. Of course, it was directed to KMPC's Airwatch. And actually, the award primarily honors, as you know only too well, our chief pilot, Herb Green, John McElhaney, and, of course, the late Captain Max, all of the people who have been related over the years to the operation of the Airwatch.
Well, it's been a very, very good service, and it had helped a lot of people on their way to and from home, I'll tell you that.
I'd like to have $1 for every million involved.
So would I.
Yeah, we'd retire, Gary.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, around our little town right now, we have a small brush fire. The county fire department's over there. They're stomping it out. And that's right along next to the Santa Ana Freeway in the Long Beach. But it's not, really a big deal. It's just up there in that brush is the freeway sort of converge at that point, and the county fire's down there with their red lights and are stomping that thing out. For those people traveling in Orange County, all the vehicles are on the right. They had a tangle there south of the Orange Freeway, right at the 91. So anybody moving about there now, the probably some congestion left over, but at least the lanes are all open. Latest information from the scene, from those who are on the scene down there. And that's what's going on about our town right now, Gary, so we'll be with you this afternoon and try to keep you informed of the situation, okay?
All right, Don, thank you again. From KMPC Music, Elton John at 21 minutes until 4 o'clock. And the Gary Owens Show, as Horace Greeley didn't say, go west, young man, and after you've wested a while, we'll pick up some more girls and have a little time. Thank you. Didn't mean anything, but it did take up 21 seconds, which is the amount of time needed for this song intro. Well, all right, so I was wrong again.
So they give you anything, darling, all the joy money can bring. Baby, do they bring you happiness? Darling, you're no different from the rest. Can't you see that it's love you really need? Take my hand and I'll show you what love could be. Before it's too late. Mama don't want you, Daddy don't want you. Give it up, baby, baby. Mama can't buy you love. Mama don't want you, Daddy don't need you. Give it up, baby, baby. Mama can't buy you love. That's so hard you feel now. All I need is a chance to make you mine. Let me in. Oh, I'll change the way you feel inside. Before it's too late. Mama don't want you. Daddy don't want you. Give it up, baby, baby. Mama can't buy you love. Mama don't want
incomparably wealthy Elton John from KMPC. Elton has a whole staff of people who work for him. He has a tall secretary who does longhand, a short secretary for shorthand, and a midget secretary for footnotes.
What happens when a real American gets a little taste of French culture? In the case of Tommy Lasorda, the result was virtually unspeakable. The experiment began routinely. I said, Tom, I want to introduce you to Yoplait, the yogurt of France. I said, now that Yoplait is made in America, you are one of the first Americans to try it. And immediately, although he didn't speak, I could sense that he appreciated the surprising creaminess of Yoplait. He could taste that Yoplait was different. The smoothness of this all-natural yogurt, the real fruit throughout, made Tommy Lasorda one happy American. I was about to ask him what he thought when suddenly his silence ended. And I found out what happens when a real American gets a little taste of French culture. Introducing Yoplait yogurt. Get a little taste of French culture.
Oh, come on, Tommy. Tommy Lasorda, singing French style for Yoplait. It's 77 degrees Los Angeles right now. 16 minutes till 4.
This is Hilly Rose. The real fun on my talk show is that even I don't know what's going to happen next. It could be an in-studio guest that gets out of line, or an angry caller who objects to something I've said. Hello? Maybe we just have an old-fashioned verbal disagreement. Or it's possible one of us may get turned around. Whether it's a gas shortage or a police shooting, we're on top of the story, getting all sides. And some points of view you probably haven't heard. Remember, that's Hilly Rose nightly on extension 710, 7 to 10 p.m. on 710 KMPC.
All right, Hilly. He's going to have quite a list of guests. I gave them to you yesterday, and I will later on again this afternoon, because he's going to have a Wednesday through Friday show for us this week. The Angels are playing early games after the present homestand is through. Hilly was mentioning the last time he was on the air, he didn't feel too sharp, so he phoned an undertaker. He would have called a doctor, but he couldn't afford a middleman.
Gary Owens. I keep a close watch on this watchman.
Howdy, buckaroos. Time for the biggest hometown jamboree cattle pride country western musical album of them all. The Forklift Nurgleman Cow Chip Years. It's now on record and features 800 of the jamboree's all-time favorite hit tunes. To hear Tammy Sue Ann Gobley and her million seller of My Boyfriend's a Doll, his birthstone is Lint. And, of course, Pubney Grievous and the Tune Wranglers play their big smasher tune, I've Fallen for You Like an Egg from a Tall Chicken. You'll love them all, plus many more big hits like Roy Nergley and the Rudy Valley Boys, and She Uses Barbed Wire for Dental Floss, but I love her more than my daddy's hoss. The Clinker Family, and Country Pickin' and Singin' and Stealin'. Roy Ecoff humming The Great Speckled Bird in Japanese. Ms. Tex Foodman sings There's a Lobo in My Hen House and a Hobo in My Heart. Lily Pond singing I'm Sorry I Ran My Diesel Train Over Your Face, Dear. And of course you'll hear Harlow Googley in the Quilton Party Gospel tones, and two of their big hits, Streakers Repent, Your End is in Sight, and Better Tip the Man on the Toll Booth, Honey, 'cause you're just as ugly as sin. So hurry and get them special 800 country western hometown jamboree California music in, all on one big 45 RPM record. But hurry, this offer expires September 30th, 1947.
Too bad that 1947 still isn't here. The offer expired, and so did he at the same time.
There was a time when I was in a hurry as you are. I was like you. There was a day when I just had to tell my point of view. I was like you. Now I don't mean to make you frown. No, I just want you to slow down. Have you never been mellow?
clouds. I was like you. Never had time to lay back, kick your shoes off, close your eyes. I was like you. Now you're not hard to understand. You need someone to take your hand. Have you never been mellow? Have you never tried to find a comfort from inside? Have you never been happy just to hear your song? Have you never let someone else be
What a pretty little gal she is, Olivia Newton-John, and have you never been mellow? Well, yes, I think it was 1954 was the last time I was actually
As
mellow.
long as we know what we're after and why we're here, why reach for anything less than a Heineken beer? Of all imported beers, only one could be number one, and that one is the one and only
From the far-off windmill country, from Holland, that famous green bottle of Heineken beer travels thousands of miles to please a thirst and a taste like yours. Heineken, America's #1 imported beer by far. And the taste will tell you why. Light or dark, and on draft, imported by Van Munching and Company, New York. Why reach for anything less than a Heineken beer?
No wonder it's #1.
Let's go check on the traffic scenes right now from KMPC Airwatch. Big John McElhinney in Jet Helicopter 5. And John, seems like only this morning we were chatting.
Hey, you had on your pancake makeup.
I sure did.
Or pancake making or whatever.
I had both of those on. How did your session go today?
Went very well. They worked Miss Pamela very hard, though. She just got out of there a few minutes ago, and you're going to be able to talk with her, but long day over there.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it'll all be seen on television in a couple of weeks, I guess.
Isn't that exciting?
As we'll just flash our little hieroglyphic smiles that we have.
That's right. Now, as I understand it, you're playing the spoons to, what's the tune?
Yeah, I'm going to play Lady of Spain on my zipper, and then you're the one playing the spoon.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I knew it was one or the other.
Okay.
Talk about the traffic here very quickly. Westbound Ventura looking good. No accidents reports. The Pablo de Coenga Pass running smooth. And let's hand this right off to Miss Pamela. Here she comes.
Thank you, Big John, and I'm southbound on the Golden State Freeway, just approaching Las Feliz. Folks seem to be moving along all right from this part of the world. I know of no problems as you head on to the East LA interchange. So this is Pamela in the Big Orange, and we'll go to Don Reed.
In the Traffic Information Center, and right from the downtown section, a little lump of traffic there south on the harbor, just about Olympic Boulevard. The number 4 lane was blocked with a rear ender effective about 2-3 minutes ago, so HP working. And for those traveling out there toward Pomona, east on the San Bernardino Freeway at Villa Verde, they had a skirmish there, and the boys in the gold and the blue are doing their little number there to clear those traffic lanes right now toward the Pomona area. In the Traffic Information Center, this is Don Reed, 710 KMPC.
We now take you to the locker room at the Clearance Bowl, where Coach John Madden is talking to the men.
Okay, men, this is it. The Ford Clearance Bowl. We've got a lot on the line. 12,000 cars and trucks, and every one of them's got to go. It's going to mean an extra effort, men, but that's the name of the game. Right, Wyszynski? Right, Coach. Yeah. I got word from the front office. They want this to be the biggest clearance in history. They want those customers to come out winners. On Thunderbirds, on new size LTDs, on Pintos and Mustangs, even on vans and wagons. Have we got our signal straight?
Yeah, which one of us is Kenny Stabler?
People have been waiting all year for the Clearance Bowl, and we don't want to disappoint them. So get out there and move those cars and trucks. Remember, selling these 79 Fords isn't everything. It's the only thing.
Don't miss the Clearance Bowl. It's happening right now at your Southern California Ford dealer.
From KMPC, Lobo. Where were you when I was falling in love?
When your eyes met mine, I knew that I had better play it cool. I'm doing my best, trying to resist, 'cause I ain't no fool. Where in the world did you come from, baby? You waited just a little too long to look my way. Now it's a little too late. Where were you when I was falling in love? Where were you when I was falling in love? If I'd ever looked in those eyes before, we'd be together tonight, I'm sure. Where were you when I was falling in love? Where were you? If I'd have met you sooner, I'd be talking to you and playing the game. But the best thing for me to do is get up and leave without knowing your name. It might have been something special, baby, something only people in love could understand. Like this ring on my hand. Where were you when I was falling in love? Where were you when I was falling in love? If I'd ever looked in those eyes before, we'd be together tonight, I'm sure. Where were you when I was falling in love? Where were you when I was falling in love? Where were you when I was falling?
Where were you when I was falling downstairs? Lobo from KMPC at 3:30 until news time at 4 o'clock.
Concerned about your dog or cat's health and well-being? Then cut the flea collar off. Give your cat or dog new Flea Tabs. Flea Tabs is a vitamin B complex that keeps fleas off your pet naturally. New Flea Tabs interact with your pet's own system to emit a natural flea repellent. Flea Tabs are safe and effective for all pets, even puppies and kittens. Give Flea Tabs as a tasty treat or pop it into his daily dinner. Flea Tabs also help condition your pet's skin and fur. Why give your dog or cat new Flea Tabs? The answer's simple. Other flea control methods use insecticides that may be harmful to your cat or dog, also your children and yourself. Just read the caution panel of your present flea control method and you'll naturally switch to new Flea Tabs. Flea Tabs are made to strict USDA standards and guaranteed to satisfy or your money back. Bet your present flea control method can't say that. Start your dog or cat on new Flea Tabs today and cut the collar for your pet's sake.
Thank you, Benji. Flea Tabs are on sale now at all Save-On drugstores, Long's drugstores, Skag stores, and all pet stores. Pick some up today. Here's Kenny Rogers.
You painted up your lips and rolled and curled your tinted hair. Ruby, are you contemplating going out somewhere? The shadow on the wall tells me the sun is going down. Don't take your love to town. It wasn't me that started that old crazy Asian war, but I was proud to go and do my patriotic chore. Yes, it's true that I'm not the man I used to be. I still need some company. It's hard to love a man whose legs are bent and paralyzed. And the wants and the needs of a woman your age, Ruby, I realize. But it won't be long, I've heard them say, until I'm not around. Don't take your love to town. She's leaving now, 'cause I just heard the slamming of the door. The way I know I've heard it slam 100 times before. And if I could move, I'd get my gun and put her in the ground. Don't take your love to town. For God's sakes, turn around.
Kenny Rogers in the first edition, and Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. From KMPC Los Angeles, 4 o'clock, time for the Bob Steinbrink News. Bob, some news of a big drug bust, I understand.
Indeed, Gary, a heroin ring that did $31 million in business in Southern California over the past 3 years is apparently finished. This is KMPC News, brought to you by United Airlines, offering friendship service to 113 cities across your land. Federal, state, and local authorities, with Mexican cooperation, broke up the operation with the indictment of 22 persons, 8 of them now in custody, on federal indictments covering a variety of charges. Deputy Los Angeles Police Chief Charles Reese told KMPC News the drug traffickers got the stuff from Mexico, smuggled it to Southern California, mostly in secret compartments in cars, and sold it in this area, distributing some of it to other cities. Chief Reese discussed the impact these indictments will have on local heroin traffic.
This outfit will be trafficking will be off, and secondly, the manner in which these indictments came down and the cooperation from the U.S. Attorney's Office. The U.S. Attorney is prosecuting this, and they've done a tremendous job in bringing the information together. That in itself will scare a lot of potential narcotics traffickers.
Deputy Chief Reese. President Carter still trying to put oil on troubled political and diplomatic waters, the waters of the Middle East, as he travels down the Father of Waters. Today, he ordered Vice President Mondale to take responsibility for sorting out disputes over that Mideast policy. It seems that Ambassador Robert Strauss, who took a U.S. proposal to modify the UN resolution on Palestinian rights to Tel Aviv and Cairo, doesn't think much of the new idea, the idea that was turned down by Israel and Egypt. It also appears that Strauss, the president's ambassador at large, is not seeing eye to eye with Secretary of State Cyrus Vance. Israeli leaders say they are not directing their complaints at Andrew Young in connection with that PLO meeting that will bring on Young's resignation, but they are concerned, they say, about what they feel is a shift in U.S. policy. In Los Angeles today, Senator Cranston asked the president for a public reply to the question, is U.S. policy changing to slant against Israel? This is KMPC News.
More and more travelers are finding out about United's ocean-to-ocean service.
United we fly.
They're finding out that 8 times a day, United ocean-to-ocean flights lift off for the East to New York, to Washington, to Baltimore, to Philadelphia. And they're finding out that ocean-to-ocean flights feature special extras like TV entertainment, movies, gourmet meals, and hot refresher towels. And, excuse me.
Hello, United. I'd like to find out for myself about this ocean-to-ocean service.
For reservations, do like this gentleman and call us or your travel agent. You'll find out how United is building the largest airline in the world.
Around you, my friend. Fly the friendly skies.
Enjoy United's ocean-to-ocean service to New York for only $108. No restrictions. Call your travel agent for reservations. We'll call on Don Reed for traffic information.
And in the downtown section right now, just one minor problem in progress, Robert, south on the Harbor Freeway, just about Olympic Boulevard. This occurred 20 minutes ago. We were still prying the rear ender apart there a few minutes ago when we received our last information from that point. And John McElhaney's been checking San Fernando Valley in Airwatch number 5. John?
Don, checking the San Diego and the Golden State freeways from the Ventura moving to the north. Everything is wide open for you. Same applies to the westbound Ventura. We have no accidents to report. Here comes Miss Pamela.
Thanks, John. Checking the freeways heading out east, outbound San Bernardino. You'll start to slow at Soto, Pomona, it'll be at Garfield, and if you're coming south on the Santa Ana Freeway, expect some congestion around the Long Beach Freeway that eases for you at Washington. We've checked this portion down to the Riverside Freeway. No slowing in this part of the world, although there is a disabled vehicle center divider partially on the number 1, just north of Valley View. We'll call the Highway Patrol on that. This is Pamela flying the Big Orange, and we're clear.
The Auto Workers Union has notified General Motors it may call local strikes next week over production standards at 7 General Motors facilities, all of them in the east. The facilities employ about 31,000 workers. Dow Industrial's down 0.5 point. Utilities hit a 79 high today on sales of 39 million shares on Wall Street. KMPC Sports reports in baseball, Ron Cey and Dusty Baker hit back-to-back homers to power the Dodgers to a 4-2 victory over the Cubs. In the win, Don Sutton allowed 6 hits and struck out 6 batters to become the 15th Major League pitcher to reach 2,500 career strikeouts. The Angels send Dave Frost against Cleveland tonight at the Big A. In pro football, to reduce their squad to the required 50, the Rams waived Anthony Davis, Rod Phillips, Jackie Wallace, Dwight Scales, Dave Morton, and Bill Dunston. They also placed fullback John Capoletti and Jeff Delaney on the injured reserve. Now here's Gary.
I'm right over here putting the gloves on now. There we are. I guess I should put these on my hands instead of my feet, right? Okay. It's my first boxing match. The theme from Rocky One. Rocky One, I'm the Rocky One. Hello, Bill Conti, and what a dramatic reading that is. Now gestating on my starboard turntable here at the Gary Owens Show. 9 minutes past 4, I was just chatting with Hilly Rose out in the hall, and Hilly will be bopping in here in just a few moments to tell us about his special guest, and he's got a lot of them. If you girls are interested in mace, Hilly is wearing his Vaseline-soaked goggles right now in case any of you girls wanted to mace him in the hall. And it's very interesting. He's going to have a special guest pertaining to that coming up, and several others, because he's going to be on for 3 straight evenings starting Wednesday night on KMPC.
Here we come, Superior Fast Freight coming through.
Now more than ever before, Superior Fast Freight is demonstrating the many advantages of freight forwarding from Southern California and Arizona to the Pacific Northwest, Canada, and Alaska. Safety and shipping schedule dependability are obvious factors, but the fuel efficiency of rail forwarding is an extremely important consideration. Add to that the favorable rates on small shipments, and you'll see why Superior Fast Freight provides definite advantages for both the shipper and the consignee.
Here we come, Superior Fast Freight coming through for you.
Superior Fast Freight combines the best elements of trucking and fuel-saving rail forwarding to minimize transit time from Los Angeles to the Northwest. Your Superior man for San Gabriel, Pasadena, Monrovia, and Duarte is Jerry Pine. So give Jer a phone call. According to my secret sealed orders, this is the Gary Owens Show. From now until 7 o'clock, Bob Rowe will have the all-time sports trivia question between 6 o'clock tonight on KMPC. And Jimmy Anderson, fine shortstop for the California Angels, will be our special guest at 6:30 on the G.O. Show on the Miracle Mile. Right now, 77 degrees. This is Maxine Nightingale. Lead me on, my dear. Thank you. That's enough. Maxine Nightingale on the Gary Owens Show from KMPC. 13 minutes past 4 o'clock already, and it is 77 degrees right now. We told you the Miracle Mile is the same. South Bay beaches have about 74. Tarzana has 83 degrees. City of Orange, 84. Woodland Hills, 86. When your L.A. and Orange County Pontiac dealer says, clean them up and move them out, he's setting off a whopping big clearance sale of all his 79 Pontiacs. He's got to get rid of them before his 80s arrive. Now, one extra special Pontiac, the brawny 79 Trans Am, makes its exit as the last of its breed. How do horses breed?
Through their nose, like this.
That's very good. This is your last chance to get a Trans Am with this much power under the hood. Buy now. Buy now. Delivery's immediate. You've heard a lot more about more Pontiac to the gallon. You know what that means? It means you save money and save gas. Listen to these numbers. 18 miles per gallon city, 22 miles highway, 398 highway miles on one tank of gas. You get that kind of fuel efficiency with both Grand Prix and Le Mans V6s with automatic transmission. They're just two from Pontiac's big selection. Remember, these are EPA California estimates. Your mileage and range may vary depending on speed, trip length, and weather. Your LA and Orange County Pontiac dealers moving out all his 79. So here's your big chance to clean up and do it now. Now being 15 minutes past 4 o'clock at KMPC. Let's go check on the latest traffic conditions brought to you by Southern California Gas Company from KMPC Air Watch. And here again is Big John McElhinney and Jet Helicopter 5.
And Gary, we've been talking with the California Highway Patrol helicopter. He reports troubles on the northbound Long Beach, starting off at Del Amo, number 1 lane block there with an incident, and more problems ahead northbound at about Century in the number 1 lane, so that's causing a bit of slowing. We've checked the Hollywood, the 4 level out to the San Fernando Valley. 3 minutes ago, it was wide open. No slowing there at all. For the Southern California Gas Company, John McElhinney, KMPC's jet helicopter. Here's a pretty lady, Miss Pamela.
With all my makeup on, of course. John, I just checked the southbound Santa Ana freeway through the city of Anaheim and Santa Ana, also the Newport, and now the northbound San Diego freeway. We really have no problems reported this time in Orange County, so for the Southern California Gas Company, this is Pamela flying the Big Orange. We'll go to Don Reed and GIC.
And we have on the east side a couple of little spots over there now. East, going out to San Bernardino Freeway, just about Soto. That's effective 3 or 4 minutes ago. They just moved the vehicles to the right side over there, so that should take care of that. Note the traffic lanes. If you're headed out to San Bernardino and just in behind it south in the Golden State at 4th Street, CHP units were over there handling a fender bender. But aside from that, downtown, we have no spectacular accidents to take care of right at the moment in the Traffic Information Center for the Southern California Gas Company. This is Don Reed, 710 KMPC.
Saving money on a new mobile or modular home is easy. Just buy an award winner. A Concern Award winner. Mobile or modular homes that win the Southern California Gas Company Concern Award are designed to save energy and money. They're built with energy-saving appliances, design features, and built-in conservation devices. These features can help you use less gas and electricity without cutting back on the comforts of home. Concern mobile and modular homes may include features like more attic, wall, and floor insulation than the federal code requires, extra efficient gas-water heaters, furnaces and range with pilotless ignition, and night setback thermostats that automatically turn the heat down at night when you're snug in bed and back up again in the morning. Some even have innovations like double-pane windows and foam sheathing in walls and ceilings. All these energy-saving features can help keep your gas and electric bills down. And with energy costs going up, a Concern mobile or modular home will be an even better investment as time goes by. So ask for a Concern model when you go shopping for a mobile or modular home. That way your home will be an award winner. That scientific tone means it's time to chat with Hilly Rose, 17 minutes past 4 at KMPC. It's
really true. You put your ear up to your hand up to your ear.
And make that noise.
I never realized that before.
Yes, I actually do. Well, welcome back to the wars. Now, you've been away for a while.
Yes, I have.
Baseball?
I just come around to visit my Mike and dust it.
Yes, that's right. Your Mike and your Fred and other people's first names. Yes. And you've got some very special guests. We were talking about them yesterday on the air and earlier this afternoon. Girls who are interested in macing.
I beg your pardon.
Yes.
Why girls? Why not fellas?
Could be fellas too, couldn't it? It could be anybody.
You know what it's like when you get mugged? Do you know how much that hurts?
Oh, yes, I do.
Aside from when they take it out of your wallet, yes. You can really get banged up pretty badly.
Mace is it's a good self-defense weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they won't give you a permit to carry a gun, but you do need a permit to carry mace, and most people are just ignoring it as a result.
Right.
But it can be very effective. Of course, if the other guy's got a gun, I wouldn't try it.
No, but they have classes in it, don't they?
Yeah, all the community colleges.
Right.
And we're going to talk about macing, and if that's what one does. And
remember the old medieval mace, which would be the thing that you had a chain, and
a ball,
a ball and spikes with it.
I knew you'd remember that.
Yes, well, I wasn't quite that old, but I do remember my father showing me pictures of the early maces there, early mace Neufeld there. Now then, the following evening, who do you have?
Then we have a lady, fascinating. I keep saying, Gary, that everybody else has all the good ideas. And this gal is a psychologist. She has her own radio talk show in Washington, as a matter of fact. But she came up with the idea of asking men about their sexuality. And she's written this terrific book about all the things you and I know we never talk about,
we automatically know, right?
And I think what I'm going to do for my next book is to one on women's sexuality and get back at her. You know?
Will men be able to give her a call and chat with her on the show?
Oh, I'm sure they will, and tell her that she's got it all wrong, and this is the way one really does it, right?
Right, sure.
And,
she's going to talk about the birds and the bees and this door-to-door sable salesman in Bel Air and
yes,
whatever.
I'm having my bleeper installed just for the show.
I think you should. Just the old 7-second delay, poised and akimbo. And then you're going to really hit the heart of the condo problem.
Well, the rent control, condo, the whole thing. This is getting more serious than most people are willing to accept. And you and I were chatting about this article the other day where a woman said, hey, maybe I have to live in a condo the rest of my life, but don't tell me.
Right.
It's the American dream. And the way it's going, it looks like we're going to live in smaller and smaller places, and this rent control is more serious than people realize. It's sprouting up all over the place now. There's something like 6 or 7 initiative petitions going in around the Los Angeles area, and there really is no place for young people to go, older people to go, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better. So we're going to investigate that whole area and find you a place to live, because you've got to get a room tonight.
Yes,
Gary.
I know. I have a sleeping bag, a bat-infested sleeping bag out in the lobby here where I stay, as I have for 18 years. You know, they're not building any more rental properties, are they?
No, because there's no profit in it for the builder. So what's the answer? And that's what we're going to try and find out on Friday.
Oh, boy.
So here we are in lots of open line, and by golly, we'll just
So write
insult
this
each other.
number down, 520 KMPC, the actual Hilly Rose extension 710 number, and I listen forward to your program.
Yes, and we also have Orange County lines now. And,
That's right. Do you,
and
let's see,
South
what
Bend.
are those?
I have no idea,
I don't know,
Gary.
but anyway, listen to Hilly tomorrow night. He'll tell you what those Orange County lines.
This is KMPC Sports Director Fred Hessler. Every morning on the Robert W. Morgan Show, I'm here with frequent live, fresh sports reports between 6 and 9 a.m. Also join me at 4:30 and 5:30 in the afternoon on the Gary Owens Show. Bob Rowe covers the weekends and also talks to you fans after all the Angel, Ram, and UCLA games. Give him a call on 520 KMPC after the games and talk sports with him. For complete sports coverage all year round, keep it right here at 710 KMPC.
Thank you, Fred. He'll be here in just about 9 minutes with sports at 4:30. 76 degrees, Neil Diamond on the Gary Owens Show. And thank the Lord for the nighttime.
Daytime turns me off and I don't mean maybe. 9 to 5 ain't taking me where I'm bound. When it's done, I run out to see my baby. We get grooving when the sun goes down. Thank the Lord for the nighttime. To forget the day. A day of uptight time. Baby, chase it away. I get a relaxation. It's time to groove. I thank the Lord for the night time. I thank the Lord for you. I'll talk about plans now, baby. I got plenty. But nothing ever seems to turn out the way it should. Talk about money, girl, I ain't got any. Seems like just one time I'm feeling good. Thank the Lord for the night time. Forget the day. A day of uptight time. Baby, chase it away. I get a relaxation. Time to groove. I thank the Lord for the night time. I thank the Lord for you. Safe there. Seems like just one time
based on the love theme from the off-Broadway musical The Invisible Man at the YWCA.
Come over to our house, International House of Pancakes, for a world of good food. IHOP, all through the day, the IHOP way. There's much more than breakfast for you. Bring in your bunch for dinner or lunch. Anytime is the time for IHOP and you.
If you think IHOP is great for breakfast, wait till you try one of our 17 full-course dinners, all served with super salad, chilled juice, a vegetable, fluffy mashed potatoes and gravy, roll and butter, hot apple crepe a la mode, and all the good hot coffee you can drink. If you're one of the millions who love us for breakfast, hey, come over to our house for dinner.
Come over to our house, International House of Pancakes, for a world of good food.
The PCP helpline is now open weekdays, 8:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. at 628-7447. The PCP helpline can answer your questions about this dangerous drug. You never know what PCP will do. It can maim and kill. And the tragedy is that most PCP users are too young to understand the danger. Is someone you know in trouble with PCP? Call the PCP helpline weekdays at 628-7447. From KMPC, this is Crystal Gale. Fred Hessler Sports upcoming. Your kisses will. Your kiss is swill.
When I get in this mood and I'm needing you deep down within, just the touch of your hand and the smile on your face makes me wanna live again. 'Cause all I need is you, babe, to love, to laugh, to feel. And when nothing else can warm me up, I know your kisses will. The days of our life go by, and what have we both got to show? 'Cause we've played all the games, and the facts still remain. Your love's the only thing I know. 'Cause all I need is you, babe, to laugh, to feel. And when nothing else can warm me up, I know your kisses will.
Crystal Gale, who gets that unusual sound by playing her electric guitar with a scalp vibrator. Your kisses will from KMPC upcoming in a moment. Fred Hessler. It's time for Save-On's 3 great radio bargains, good now through Wednesday at Save-On drugstores. Only 55 cents for the big roll of thirsty Spillmate paper towels. And here's a back-to-school special. Gillette's new Supermax Pro 1400-watt hair dryer, only $18.88. It's compact and powerful, and that price is powerful savings today at Save-On. And Upjohn's Unicap M vitamins, the special offer, 120 tablet pack, only $2.99. That's nearly half the regular low price today at Save-On, your good health store, open till 9:30 tonight.
Save on, save on. Great radio bargains every day, saving money in every way with Save on drugstores, Save on drugstores. Save on.
Shop these bargains. Spillmate paper towels, only 55 cents a roll. Supermax Pro 1400-watt hair dryer, only $18.88. And Unicap M vitamins, 120 tablets, only $2.99 at Save-On. A great place to shop. 77 degrees on the Miracle Mile right now. South Bay Beach is 74. Tarzana checks in with a little warmer, 83 degrees. Long Beach 82. City of Orange 84. Woodland Hills 86. And 10 degrees difference here in Hollywood, where it is now 76 degrees. And his orchestra.
Gary Owens.
They say that one of the most beautiful islands in the Pacific between Pago Pago and Bora Bora is Tondaleo.
I certainly thought so that day as I sat on the Governor General's veranda, having a San Funman beer. Unfortunately, a 500-foot tidal wave picked that moment to strike, and Tondaleo became the most beautiful island in Idaho. Now, whenever I have a San Funman beer, I think of the entire island that entered the United States without a passport and was deported back to Pongo Pongo and Bora Bora. Right?
Of course.
I thought you'd say that.
Yes, Fred Hessler has KMPC Sports for us now, sponsored by Pacific Radiator Sales. It's 4:30. Fred, before you get to sports, a big hello from Larry Brown and the UCLA Bruins. We were doing a television promo this morning.
Yes, I know you were. I was in there following a little bit later. Sorry I wasn't in there with you. I would have enjoyed seeing the coach.
Not only that, but the Bruins were there, and David Greenwood and Roy Hamilton were also in the picture with us.
You've got the great ex-Bruins there.
Yes, I have. Yes, that's right. They're on to the pros now.
Yes, right.
Have they officially signed both David and Roy yet?
I can't remember whether they have or they haven't, but in any event, they will play, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, indeed. What great ball players. And it should be some season.
Oh, it should be very, very exciting for the pros because of the, three-point long shot this year. And, of course, locally, Magic Johnson's going to be very exciting for Laker fans to see.
Right. Larry Brown was coach of the Denver Nuggets for about 6 years, wasn't he?
Yes, going back to when they were the Carolina Cougars.
Right. Yeah. Okay, now back to you, Fred, and Pacific Radiator Sales.
Oh, did he give you any insight into, how high they were going to finish this year?
No. No. Okay. We were just emoting together. We didn't have a chance to get that far.
You were giving that KMPC?
Yes. Right.
Okay, we'll get a lot of that going. Okay, well, the Angels play tonight. Of course, Dave Frost will go for the Angels against the Cleveland Indians at the Big A. The Angels, again, leading by 4 and by 5.5 over Kansas City. I don't want to show any disrespect for the Minnesota Twins, but Kansas City has been through it all before, has been the division champ the last couple of years, and they've been coming on again. So that's the team you also have to keep an eye on, the Kansas City Royals. The Dodgers got back-to-back homers by Ron Cey and Dusty Baker in a 4-run third, and Don Sutton got his 11th win at Chicago 4-2. It snapped a Cubs 6-game win streak, and Sutton got 6 strikeouts and became the 15th Major League hitter to reach the 2,500 strikeout mark. The Rams waived running back Anthony Davis, who's been plagued by injuries much of his career. Currently, a broken rib suffered in the New England game. Also waived Jackie Wallace, Dwight Scales, Rod Phillips, Dave Morton, Bill Dunston. Jeff Delaney placed on the injured reserve, as was John Capoletti, who will not retire, will return next year. It's a protection technicality. The Rams hope he'll be back with them next season. Notable cuts elsewhere. The Steelers waived veteran kicker Roy Girella, traded defensive back Tony Dungy to San Francisco. Atlanta's cuts included backup quarterback Scott Hunter, a 9-year veteran, and the Giants traded Dan Dornick, the second-year running back from Washington State, to Seattle. Now, the Rams will meet San Diego here at the Coliseum Saturday night, and Ram quarterback Vince Ferragamo may miss the game with a rib injury. Ferragamo at today's Sports Broadcasters Luncheon was asked to comment on Charger owner Gene Klein's quote that the Rams' Jim Youngblood couldn't make the Chargers' first defensive unit.
I think he'll just probably come out and play one of his best games he's ever played. And, Jim Youngblood, I think our starting group on defense is probably the finest in football, and I don't think anyone can beat them out. So, that's just something that the media is going to say, and it's just somebody's opinion.
Does your car's temperature gauge show the engine is running hotter than normal? Don't ruin your vacation or miss a vital appointment because your car overheated or a hose gave out. Take an hour of your time now. Visit the nearest Pacific Radiator facility for a cooling system tune-up. Ease your mind and save the life of your engine. Pacific Radiator will power flush the radiator and heater, check belts, hoses, fan clutch, cap, thermostat, and pressure check the entire system for leaks. Then refill the system with premium-grade coolant to prolong the life in the cooling system and prevent severe engine damage caused by overheating. Don't put it off. This cooling system tune-up is only $24.50 when you mention KMPC and could save you a lot of money, time, and aggravation. Call 371-3000 for the Pacific Radiator nearest you. Specially trained technicians are there to serve you. You won't find yourself paying for unnecessary work. Call 371-3000 or visit Pacific Radiator in North Hollywood and talk to Ben Bloom. Well, Bobby Knight has decided not to appear in San Juan court over that alleged assault case. He'll let his lawyers present the case by themselves. Los Alamitos closes its summer quarter horse meeting tonight, and then Hollywood Park will have the Western Harness meeting beginning Thursday night. Veteran Western Harness executive Press Genuine usually sees that they have the top drivers and horses here, but this year you won't even have to go to the track and see the night racing to participate.
People will be able to come now to the track in the afternoon
and make their early bets and go right and then leave the ground without any parking charge or without any admission charge. You can bet in the afternoon, bet that night's card, and then be able to leave.
Press Genuine, Western Harness. How much stock do you take of the preseason football polls? Well, UCLA center Brent Boyd, who is back for his senior year after missing it due to a foot injury last year, says of USC being number one preseason.
I don't know if you know or not, like last year, I didn't play a bit, and I was picked UPI all coast. So I sort of lost my respect for preseason polls.
And Brent, I hope, makes it this year. He's an outstanding center. Who's number one? See you in January. Beware of the acid monster. The monster is born at the factory when the coolant is first installed in a car's radiator. It grows to full maturity when the cooling system is not properly maintained. Coolant is beneficial, but it must be checked. When it remains in the system too long, it breaks down into an acid which is more destructive than plain water. Only you can initiate proper maintenance. Take your car into a Pacific Radiator facility today. Expert technicians will determine your needs. Call 371-3000 or visit Ed Waldheim at Pacific Radiator in Norwalk. And that's Afternoon Sports, brought to you by Pacific Radiator Sales and Service. We update sports at 5:30. This is Fred Hessler on the Gary Owens Show.
All right, Fred, thank you. Let's go to the latest traffic conditions now, brought to you by your local Sentry hardware dealer from KMPC Airwatch. Here's Big John zooming around up there in Jet Helicopter 5.
And, Gary, we've completed a check of this Long Beach Freeway where we've had problems at Delamo that have been cleared. You have a bit of slowing coming off of the 91 of the Artesia Freeway and a stalled truck, the tractor portion thereof, in the number 1 lane northbound on the Long Beach Cat Imperial. And that's been, 6 minutes ago. They were still working at the time we cleared that area. And the San Diego Freeway off of the South Bay Curve is busy but passable. Now I'm listening to one of the police helicopters report a grass fire of some sort over by Lincoln High School over on the east side of our city. We'll be checking on that for you for your local Sentry hardware dealer, John McElhaney. KMPC's Jet Helicopter. Here's Miss Pamela.
Thanks, John. And we rechecked the southbound Santa Ana, Orange, and the North Newport freeways. Still no problems in the traffic lanes that I'm aware of. I'm presently north on the San Diego Freeway, just coming up on Jamboree. Traffic is moving well to the south. This is Pamela flying the Big Orange for your local Sentry hardware dealer to Don Reed and TIC.
And for those heading up toward the Ventura County line, if you happen to be going west on the Ventura, clear up there around Lindero Canyon. We were listening to the CHP units. They said they needed a hand up there to clear the traffic lanes. Nothing really startling happening in the downtown section. As for that fire that John was talking about, Wagon Run, number 1, rolled up there just a few minutes ago. It's a grass fire just up off of North Broadway. He asked for 3 more units to come up and give him a hand. So we'll keep track of that one in the Traffic Information Center for your local Sentry hardware dealer. This is Don Reed, 710. KMPC.
All right, Don, if a dream to remodel your kitchen or bath has been frustrated by high costs, you can achieve some great redecorating changes at a very modest cost with Ajax Decorative Kitchen and Bath Hardware. Ajax offers just the right style and color combinations that give your kitchen and bath that new look you want. Cabinet hardware selections include colonial, Mediterranean, early American, provincial, modern, and many more. And finishes like antique brass, chrome, polished antique copper, and ceramics or plastic in new modern colors. You'll find decorative bath accessories like towel bars, freestanding and wall-mounted soap holders, tissue holders, all styled and color coordinated for a complete new look. Even your older style furniture can be made to look up to date with Ajax Decorative Hardware. Your nearby Sentry hardware dealer offers a great selection of Ajax Decorative Hardware displayed for your individual choice. Shop today for a better looking up-to-date kitchen or bath at prices you can afford. 2 dealers are Benson Hardware, 6318 Santa Monica Boulevard, Hollywood, and Conley Hardware, 4346 Mission Boulevard, Pomona. From KMPC, Johnny Mathis and Jane Oliver. And the last time I felt like this, gosh, must have been about 3 minutes ago, or shortly before Sports and Traffic.
Hello, I don't even know your name, but I'm hoping all the same. This is more than just a simple hello.
Hello, do I smile and look away? No, I think I smile and stay to see where this might go.
Was the last time I felt like this, I was falling in love, falling and feeling I never thought
Can't wait till we're alone, somewhere quiet on our own, so that we can fall the rest of the way.
I know that before the night is through, I'll be talking love to you, meaning every word I say.
'Cause the last time I felt like this, I was falling in love, falling and feeling I'd never fall in love again. Yes, the last time I felt like this was long before I knew I'm feeling now with you. The last time I felt like this, I was falling in love, falling and feeling I'd never fall in love again. Yes, the last time I felt like this was long before.
Johnny Mathis and Jane Oliver, and the last time I felt like this. What a great sound, huh? This is G.O., and let us continue with life's incessant charade. Boy, that scientific tone took a vacation, didn't it? 19 and a half minutes until 5 o'clock. We haven't done the rumor for the day yet. And a very interesting thing I'm going to tell you about in just a moment.
Western's the way to fly. Come join us in the sky. We'll show you why. Western is the only way to fly.
Western Airlines, the big red W, has an exclusive Alaska-Hawaii triangle fare that lets you add Hawaii to an Alaska trip for very little extra. For example, pay the round-trip coach fare from Los Angeles to Anchorage, make a stopover in Hawaii for only $84 more. There are plenty of hotel rooms waiting for you in Hawaii, and your travel agent can arrange everything for you. Just ask for Western's Alaska-Hawaii triangle. Do it.
We'll show you why. Western is the only way to fly. Western's the way to fly. Come join us in the sky. We'll show you why. Western is the only way to fly.
It is 75 degrees, Los Angeles, 17 and a half minutes till 5 on the Gary Owens Show. And Paul Saul, one of my ne'er-do-well cronies, basketball-playing friends, was telling me, he gave me a consumer tip. He just got back from a marvelous little place not long ago, but it's something that maybe all of you who go on vacation every now and again or take a side trip. Never drink the water in a south-of-the-border restaurant that has one waitress and 4 restrooms.
The Gary Owens Rumor of the Day.
Hello, rumor fans everywhere. Here is today's for you. You're never alone with a split personality.
You've just heard the Gary Owens Rumor of the Day. KMPC, Los Angeles.
All right, how about insomnia cures snoring? That isn't much better, is it? From KMPC, 75 degrees. And Chris Thompson.
When you remember me, if you remember me, I hope you see it's not the way I want it to be, or I'd be with you now. But wherever you go, my love goes with you. Keep on smiling, keep on shining, even though you know you wanna cry.
Listen on the Gary Owens Show, and if you remember me, from KMPC, 14 minutes till 5 o'clock, 76 degrees.
It's a Gary Owens double Krellman.
Just because you've been behaving yourselves out there. The Carpenters are here from 1971. And Superstar.
Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show. Your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear. But you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you. I really do. Loneliness is such a sad affair, and I can hardly wait to be with you again. What to say to make you come again? Come back to me again and play your sad guitar. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you. I really do. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you. I really do.
Is that pretty or is that pretty? Superstar by the Carpenters, Karen and Richard from the Gary Owens Show at KMPC, 10 minutes till 5 o'clock. And I deem it plausible that we have a whole bunch of traffic information coming our way. The latest conditions brought to you by Blue Shield of California from KMPC Airwatch. Here's Big John in Jet Helicopter 5.
Gary, we've completed a check of the Harbor Freeway from San Pedro on into the city. Everything there looking good. No break words of alarm. Southbound traffic running smooth. We're moving outbound Santa Ana now, and I'm talking to the California Highway Patrol helicopter number 8. He's over the scene of what appears to be a bad accident outbound Santa Ana Freeway at Garfield with one of the vehicles on fire. CHP 8 is over the scene, and that's going to cause some slowing. I'll be over here in about another 2 or 3 minutes. For Blue Shield of California, John Marklin, KMPC's Jet Helicopter. Here comes Miss Pamela.
Thanks, John. And our traffic's not all bad down here at Orange County. I'm looking at the other end of the southbound Santa Ana Freeway. Once you shake loose at the 6 6:05. It has a couple of slow spots, but no really bad lumps for you if you're heading towards Anaheim Stadium. North on the Santa Ana, just a little bit of slowing now approaching the Newport, picking up for you at 17th Street. Had a good look at the San Diego Freeway, northbound north of Magnolia. Disabled vehicle center divider will distract you for a minute or two. And for those of you heading back to Orange County from Long Beach, south on that San Diego Freeway, south of Woodruff, that's where it picks up to 55. For Blue Shield of California, this is Pamela in the Big Orange to Don Reason Traffic Information Center.
And out there in the Temple City area, east on the San Bernardino, right at the new on-ramp there. It's been 4 or 5 minutes ago. They had a vehicle fire there. County Fire and CHP were both on the scene. It would distract the people going out to San Bernardino, and that chatter in the background is what John is responding to now south on the Santa Ana Garfield. First units there say something to the effect that traffic is at a screeching halt. And John will be there momentarily in the Traffic Information Center for Blue Shield of California. This is Don Reed, 710 KMPC.
Why are so many professional and self-employed persons turning to Blue Shield's Coronet Major Benefits Plan for health coverage? One of the most important reasons is the $1 million coverage. Up to $1 million in benefits for each and every covered member of your family in case of illness or injury. Another reason? The price. With Coronet Major Benefits, the cost to a single person under 30 is less than 40 cents a day, and they'll still get up to $1 million in lifetime protection. You choose from 4 deductibles up to $2,000 if you wish. Depending on your deductible, Blue Shield pays 80% of the first $15,000 to $20,000, then 100% afterwards for all covered services up to $1 million. The higher your deductible, the lower your dues. But all options give each and every covered member of your family up to $1 million in lifetime benefits. This is Blue Shield protection from the Health Care Service Plan with over 20,000 physician members. Another Blue Shield difference. Call or write your Blue Shield office or agent today.
Gary Owens.
Hi there, you dad-burn music fans of all ages, and you kids too. Don't miss the down-home country sounds of Forklift Nurgleman singing such big hits as I Got a Woman, I Got a Man, and I Got a Problem. Appearing with Forklift will be the Calicac Brothers and Sister Fred singing their latest smash hit, You Don't Know What Lonesome Is Till You Get to Lovin' Cows. And on the very same star-studded show, hear the lovely Tammy Sue Ann Goobly sing her newest #1 song, I'm Sorry to Drive My Tractor Over Your Face, Dear. Because of the health authorities and because there ain't no hall available for the outstanding show, just drop us a card and maybe Forklift and the whole Country Western Jamboree will come over to your house and do the entire show in your hallway.
Drop the soap and the warden, good friends of mine.
From KMPC, the G.O. Show, 75 degrees, 6 minutes till 5 o'clock.
Summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. I met a girl crazy for me. Little boy, cute as can be. Summer days drifting away to another summer night. Tell me more, did you get very far? Tell me more, like the other part. told her we'd still be friends.
Then we made our true love vow.
Wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams ripped at seams by
Here, come on.
the summer night.
Time's up. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John on the Garish program and Summer Nights from Greece. Back in his younger days, I haven't seen John Travolta for, I guess, maybe 2 years now. But we were chatting at the Emmys backstage, and he was saying back when he was starting, before the Hollywood to-do took place, everybody wanted him. All the sports teams. He had the legs of a gazelle, the heart of a lion, the eyes of an eagle. And he has them right now. He carries them in a large paper sack wherever he goes.
It's a golden opportunity.
At any time, a Cadillac represents a remarkably fine automotive investment. Cadillac comfort, Cadillac roominess, Cadillac's traditionally high resale value, year after year. But these are extraordinary times. So extraordinary that during the next few weeks, a relatively small number of perceptive people could own the Cadillac they've always wanted, while making one of the best Cadillac purchases or lease arrangements of their lives. In fact, it may be the best time yet to own one of the best-selling Cadillacs ever. Your Cadillac dealer has designated this period as Golden Opportunity Days. Take advantage of this rare opportunity to own the Cadillac you've always wanted.
That's Cadillac for me.
Visit your Cadillac dealer now.
It's a golden opportunity.
Let us cartwheel through your amplifier with 75 degrees in Hollywood at KMPC toward Bob Steinbrink and the news at 5. News. Bob Steinbrink standing by, and this is G.O. returning in 10 minutes from KMPC Los Angeles. Bob has the big story of a drug bust right now.
Gary, a major heroin ring is apparently out of business in Southern California and Mexico through the cooperative efforts of local, state, federal, and Mexican authorities. They produced the indictments of 22 persons allegedly involved in an operation that did $31 million in sales with a $27 million profit over the last 3 years alone. L.A. Deputy Police Chief Charles Reese explained for KMPC News why federal indictments were returned against the 22 suspects.
Well, because of all of the different charges made. For example, there will be 2 customs-related charges for them having transported funds in excess of $100,000 across the border without having declared them. Anything over $5,000 you must declare. And 2 of those indictments, if they are convicted, will amount to a $500,000 fine each. Then this happens to be probably the largest, if not the largest, single-person tax IRS case in the history of the Internal Revenue. They will glean some $18 million from that $27 million profit.
At last report, 8 of the 22 suspects were in custody. This is KMPC News, brought to you by the motor oil in the bright yellow can, Pennzoil, with famous additive Z7. It's worth asking for. The L.A. School Board's proposal to improve conditions at schools, it says, cannot be integrated, passed an important milepost this afternoon. KMPC Newsman Alex Payne reports.
Judge Egley has given the green light to the L.A. School Board to develop and implement programs to relieve segregation in the district's more than 200 racially isolated minority schools. Egley is also asking for a detailed breakdown of those schools, assessing on a school-by-school basis why they are segregated and what can be done to eliminate that segregation. Egley also is urging the appointment of a special panel of experts to advise the district on the problems of inner-city schools. The judge saying it is this court's primary objective to oversee the desegregation of those schools. Formal hearings on the entire plan begin in October.
This is KMPC News.
Nowadays, one of the most important considerations in buying a new car is the estimated gasoline mileage it gets. Now, you can even improve on those mileage estimates for your car, new or old. The secret is in a bright yellow can of motor oil called Pennzoil PZL. You see, Pennzoil PZL is the Pennzoil that saves gasoline. Pennzoil PZL contains friction reducers that help your car's engine run easier so it uses less gasoline. What's more, there's another way PZL can save money for you. It's a long-life motor oil, so you don't have to be concerned about changing your oil as often. If you're buying a new car, start it out right with Pennzoil PZL and follow the manufacturer's recommendation for oil changes so you'll protect your warranty. Nowadays, no matter what you drive, it's good to know you're driving with the Pennzoil that saves gasoline and oil changes too. Pennzoil PZL. Ask for it.
A city council committee got a report today on earthquake hazard in Los Angeles. 8,000 buildings would not meet standards, and the cost of bringing them up to standard would be about $1 billion in 1977 dollars. LA City Councilman Hal Berenson told KMPC News some of the grim statistics.
They figure that most of the buildings in Los Angeles, of these 8,000 buildings, if they were affected by a real heavy shock, say 7.5 or to 8, within a proximity of 35 miles on the San Andreas Fault or as close as 10 miles on the Inglewood Laguna Beach Fault, that they would be able to withstand. They figure that 25% displacement is what they want to achieve, and that they feel that the majority of the lives could be saved by attaining that level.
The council is searching for a means to make funds available to make those buildings safe. United States Middle East policy is drawing more attention than a topless dancer in a Marine barracks, but it is nowhere near as simple. The president talked to Washington today about the matter. He directed Vice President Mondale to take control of the policy dispute, which has many facets, among them charges by Israeli leaders that our policy is tilting toward Palestinian autonomy. Those charges stemming from a proposal to amend a pending UN resolution regarding that autonomy. Ambassador-at-Large Robert Strauss presented Israel and Egypt with the idea. They turned it down. There are reports now that Strauss himself is not too enthusiastic about the amended resolution, is not getting along well with Secretary of State Vance, and the word now is that the pending resolution at the UN will be vetoed by the United States. Senator Cranston took another step away from the Carter administration when asked about confusion over that Mideast policy.
I think the Carter administration has failed to answer legitimate questions raised by many Californians and many Americans, questions that I share. And they have, I think, a responsibility to deal directly with the situation and clear the air by answering those questions.
President Carter continues to go down the river on the Stern Wheeler. He had stopped in Davenport, Iowa today for a visit to a radio station, answering listeners' questions, urging support of his energy policy. This portion of KMPC News brought to you by Pennzoil reminds you don't miss the big kart championship car races, the California 500 at Ontario Motor Speedway, September 2nd. The defending champions will be there, the team of Jim Hall and Al Unser. Al Unser racing the bright yellow Pennzoil Chaparral. 500 miles of excitement. Don't miss it. KMPC News continues, brought to you by your Southern California Lincoln Mercury dealer, who bring you Don Reed from KMPC's Traffic Information Center.
And CHP called in about 5 minutes ago and said a vehicle went into the center divider. Just one vehicle all by itself, south on the Long Beach Freeway at Imperial. You might watch out for that when they're clearing up the last of a problem over there in the Temple City area, east on the San Bernardino. Actually, it's right on the New Avenue on-ramp there. County Fire was there at that time. And John McElhaney in Air Watch number 5 checked out that Santa Ana Freeway around Garfield. And what turned up over there, John?
it's all clear, Don. They've opened all the lanes, 3 outbound lanes there at Garfield. And, Don, you still there?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
When did that call come in on the southbound Long Beach? We just left Imperial. You have slow traffic in both directions, but the lanes were open. If it was brand new, I left there about 2 minutes ago. It could have happened in back of me, Don.
I know this one came in about 5 ago.
Okay.
And he said he had him in the center divider, but maybe he's got him out of there, John.
Yeah, right. He moved him to the right side. Now, the real problem down there, Don, right now is Imperial Highway itself. They're doing construction work on both sides of the Long Beach, and it's an absolute mess. And we moved to the north now, and we're circling another fire. We had the first one over off of North Broadway. City Fire responded to that. We've been talking to the fire base at Van Nuys. We have another one about a mile east of here, east of Soto. It's a very small grass fire moving up into some trees. No homes are threatened or involved. And the City Fire will be on this one in a hurry. Let's go to Miss Pamela.
Eastbound Garden Grove at City Drive, that's just west of the Santa Ana Freeway. You'll run into some heavy traffic around Harbor Boulevard due to a 2-car incident. It's over on the right shoulder, but it is affecting the on-ramp traffic at City Drive. That's East Garden Grove. This is Pamela in the Big Arms, and we're clear.
A hero of the golden days of radio thinks he's being treated very unheroically. KMPC newsman Gene Brodeur has a special report.
Clayton Moore, who starred as the Lone Ranger in the early days of television, may file libel charges against Lone Ranger Television, Inc. The company has won a temporary restraining order barring Moore from making further appearances as the Masked Man. Moore's manager says he's never gone out as the Lone Ranger. He's always presented as Clayton Moore, who portrayed the Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger, Inc. says Moore's over the hill now. He's too old to portray the Lone Ranger and might confuse the public. Lone Ranger, Inc. is making a new movie based on the life of the fabled Texas Ranger. A company spokesman says they have their own masked man. Thank you.
This is KMPC News.
If this is your year for a new car, lease it. That's right, lease it from a Lincoln Mercury dealer. Lincoln Mercury dealers deal in facts, and the facts speak for themselves. Fact. For 2 years in a row, Lincoln Mercury dealers outleased Buick, outleased Pontiac, outleased Olds, and outleased Cadillac. Source, R.L. Polk, Western Region Lease and Rental Figures. And this year, we expect to do it again. Fact. Lincoln Mercury has a range of cars to suit your needs, from sporty Bobcat to the magnificent Mark V. That's a real selection. Fact. Your Lincoln Mercury dealer can offer you an optional maintenance coupon book that covers your car for prepaid factory-approved service at Lincoln Mercury dealers coast to coast. You've heard the facts. So if this is your year for a new car, lease it from your Lincoln Mercury dealer. See him this week at the Sign of the Cat.
7 weeks ago, the night was filled with snap, crackle, and pop, and it wasn't breakfast cereal, it was fireworks, some of them illegal. Fire officials are still counting up the loss from the illegal fireworks and their sloppy use. More on that from Don Reed.
Well, the evidence gathered by the Los Angeles County Fire Department shows the careless use of fireworks was devastating during the last July 4th period. Dick Friend is the county spokesman.
Don, we had in the jurisdiction of the county fire department alone 475 fireworks incidents during that period. And this resulted in a dollar loss of $750,000. In a breakdown, most of those were caused by the dangerous type firework. These are the ones that are illegal in California, but there was a great increase in them this year. These were a real problem. But all in all, we're talking about a substantial structural fire loss, primarily to homes, and in addition, 250 acres of our vegetation destroyed by fireworks.
And you can top off that with the fact that those figures do not include the many roof fires where the evidence was destroyed by the blaze.
And in a coming report, Don will review the prosecution of people who are accused of selling illegal, unsafe fireworks. Dow Industrial's down 0.5 point in sales of 39 million shares. KMPC Airwatch weather forecast, not much change. The high tomorrow in the low 80s, night and morning low clouds. It's 75 in Hollywood. That's KMPC News, brought to you by your Southern California Lincoln Mercury dealer. When Lincoln Mercury has a sale, you know it means a great deal. Announcing your Lincoln Mercury dealer's Super Saver Sale on such outstanding cars as Mercury Marquis, Cougar XR7, Continental Mark V, Lincoln Continental, and Lincoln Versailles. Special factory incentives to your dealer on top of his already sensational clearance prices enable him to offer you values you wouldn't believe until now. See your Lincoln Mercury dealer and catch the Cat's Super Saver Sale. This is Steinbrink. Now here's Gary.
Thank you, Bob. And howdy, here we go with another part of the Gary Owens Show.
He was born in the summer year.